Thou hast it now, king, Caro, Gramus, all is the Raven promised, and I fear thou hast played most foully for it. Yet it is said that it should not stay in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why, by the verities of thee good, may they not be my oracles as well, and keep me in hope, but hush, no more.
Here is our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been a great gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Ay, my good lord.
We should have else desired your good advice, which still hath been both grave and prosperous in today's council, but we'll take tomorrow. Is it far your ride?
As for my lord, as the fool at the time, twixt this and supper, go not my horse the better. I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange intervention. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have the cause of state craving us joyfully. Hie you to your horse, adieu, till you return at night. Those fleons with you.
Ay, my good lord, our time is called upon.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so do I commend your backs to theirs. Farewell. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men, our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in the royalty of his nature reign that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, into that dauntless temper of his mind. He hath the wisdom doth guide his valor. To act in safety, there is none but he, whose being I do fear under him. My genius is rebuked, as it said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when they first put the name of king upon me, and then bade them to speak to me. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind, for them gracious Duncan have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo's kings. Rather than so, come to fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go to the door and stay there until we call. Was it not yesterday that we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, now have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he, in times past, which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in with probation with you. How you were born in hand, how crossed the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might to half a soul, and to a notion crazed say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now the point of our second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospelled to pray for this good man, for his issue, whose heavy hand hath borrowed you to the grave, and beggared yours forever?
We are men, liege.
Aye, in the catalogue ye go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, sloughs, water-rugs, demi-wolves, are all clept, all by the name of dogs. The valued files distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one according to the gift which bounteous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does receive particular addition from the bill that writes them all alike, and so of men. Now, if you have a station in the file, knoweth the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put the business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in this life, which in his death.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world I'm so incensed that I am reckless. What I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrust against the nearest of life. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight, and my bill will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down, and thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Though our lives,
Your spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you to plant yourselves. Acquaint with this perfect spy of the time, the moment on it, for it, must be done tonight. And something from the palace always thought that I require clearness. And with him, to leave no rubs or botches in the work. Fleon's his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
Is Banquo gone from court?
I, madam, that returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Knots had all spent, where our desires got without content, to sacred to be that which we destroy, then by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone your sorriest fancy, your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on? Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scourged the snake, not killed it. She'll close and beat herself whilst our poor malice remains in danger of the former tooth. But let the framed things disjoint. Both the world suffer ere we will eat our meal in fear and sleep in the affliction of these dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done its worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy. Nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord, sleek o'er your rugged looks, be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and I pray you, let your remembrance apply to Banquo, present him eminence, both with eye and tongue, unsafe while we must lave our honors flattering streams, make our face vizards and hearts, disguising what they are.
You must lead this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife, though thou knowest that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy's not a turn.
There's comfort yet, they are assailable. Then be thou jocund, ere the bat hath flown his cloistered fight, ere to the black Hecate summons, the shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums, hath the wrong night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest child, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of the pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of the day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold be still. Things bad begun make themselves by ill. So pretty, go with me. See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit at the mist. Be large in mirth, anon we'll have a measure the table round. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that he did like for Fleance. If thou did it, thou art the non-peril.
My most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Then comes my foot again. Had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air, but now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound to these saucy doubts and tears. But Banquo safe?
Aye, my good lord, safe in the ditches he bides, with 20 trenched gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worms that fled hath the nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
So, Lady Macbeth, tell me how you feel about the death of Banquo.
I'm not really sure. Banquo is real dear to my heart, but I mean, if Banquo was a threat to Macbeth's crown, then I support Macbeth 100%. And if that was the case, I would have killed Banquo by himself, but he looked too much like my brother.
Tell me, first murderer, why would you commit such a heinous crime?
Well, King Macbeth ordered it, so I had to follow his orders. And Banquo wronged my family, so I'm just getting back my revenge.
Third murderer, why would you commit such a heinous crime? By the way, can you remove the hat?
Okay, well, like the first murderer probably told you, King Macbeth ordered it. King Macbeth is a great, great man, and we should do whatever he says. You know, but while I was there, I have to tell you, I didn't even feel like it was me. I felt like there was a different spirit who came through me, and I was doing his actions. A great spirit. Someone who probably was royal. Great spirit. Also, you know, yeah, King Macbeth, he's an awesome guy. You know, he's never done anything wrong. He was always so nice to King Duncan, like never did anything that could harm King Duncan at all. And he's just a great guy. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Why would you commit such a heinous crime?
Right. Well, I don't really know this Banquo guy. You know, I don't know that he has a son named Fleance, or you know that he was seen with me. I mean, King Macbeth meeting the Weird Sisters when they got those prophecies that I know nothing about. Yeah, that Banquo guy. Like I don't even really know who he is. I just came along for the ride, you know? Like, he didn't really do anything wrong to me, but because Macbeth told me that I had to kill him, King Macbeth is a great man, and I did what he said.